Good morning, everybody. Wanted to try to do our huddle a little bit different today and keep everybody in stores for the final day of our big sale. First and foremost, I really appreciate all of you and all your efforts so far in the sale. We got one final day, so I need a big push of energy, positivity, and obviously some car deals. So going right into it, Acura's forecast is 44 units. Right now, we're sitting at 37 units as of yesterday, close of business, pacing 38. So we need 6 more units to hit our forecast. Real excited about how close we are, and I think that's definitely in the cards today, but we need a big day. BMW, we're at, our forecast was 70 units, is 70 units for that matter, and right now we're at 54, so we're pacing 56 units, so we're 16 units away. Obviously, not a great place, but we just need to make sure that we finish on a really good note and make sure we maximize this sale period. So we need that 16 or closest to it, right? So big day. As far as Volkswagen's forecast is 60 units. Right now, we are sitting at 48 units, pacing 50, and 12 units away. So definitely need a big day there as well. As far as CSI goes, Acura's at 91.4, BMW is at 94.1, and VW is at 4.3. BMW is definitely in line. We're number one right now. At VW and Acura, we're not in a good place, so we need to do everything we can to make sure that we get as many surveys in today as possible. So please call all your deliveries that have their survey and make sure that they fill out that survey. Obviously, get a positive survey. And just a quick note on CSI, it definitely seems that our issue still is delivery. We're still having a problem there, and I've asked you many times, please, we gotta do it to make sure that 100% of the time you do a delivery with the customer first and foremost. They deserve that. Now, I'm not asking you to get in the car and sit next to them and go over all the features. In this environment, that just can't happen. So what I do need you to do is to stand outside of the driver's door and give them instructions from looking inside of the vehicle. And at that point, we need to go over it, and then we need to tell them that this is our delivery. Explain to them our circumstances, of what environment we are in with COVID, and then they're more than welcome to come back as soon as we can, and we're able to sit next to each other and go through everything in more detail. But you need to make sure to paint this picture that the delivery was done, and you maybe even get a confirmation from them and say, hey, just, do you have any other questions? Is this an adequate delivery for you in this kind of circumstance? But we need to make sure that we get that snapshot, so when they see that question in the survey that they're answering, that one has been done. Very important. As far as appointments today, Acura is at 2 appointments, BMW has 3, and Volkswagen has 4. Great job, Volkswagen. I appreciate being the top appointment maker and for the day. I do want to set up a goal for the day as far as units. I want to, first and foremost, Acura, you're 6 units away. You're very close. The goal's got to be 6, right? We got to push and try to get that goal. As far as BMW, let's go for 8 today. I know we can get that. It's a big number. I know we can match our Saturday, or actually, exceed our Saturday, right? And then also Volkswagen, let's get 5 today. I think 5 would be a good number there. Wanted to talk quickly about safety. So first and foremost, make sure everybody's wearing a mask, right? And inside the building, outside the building, us and also our customers need to have a mask on at all times. We still have to stay 6 feet away of distance from everybody. Also, before you have a customer sit down, make sure you're wiping that area, making sure you're wiping that area afterwards as well. Also, the disinfecting cars before you give it to a customer is very important. Also, anyone else. So if you bring that vehicle to service, make sure you disinfect that vehicle. If you give it to somebody in parts, detail, you know what you gotta do, disinfect that vehicle. Also, make sure you're washing your hands. Please make sure you're washing your hands, doing a good job of it. Use sanitizer, even gloves, right? As far as the phone up process, we definitely know this one. I'm beating this drum for a while, but I'm going to keep beating it. Is when you get a phone up, make sure first and foremost the goal is to set that appointment. If you do set the appointment or if you do not, the first thing you need to do is log the appointment. So after you log it, if you did not make the log the customer and the appointment. If you made the appointment, log the customer. If you did not. After you log the customer, then go to your sales manager, finance manager, and have a conversation with them. Get some ideas as far as what you can do to be able to turn that into an appointment. Even have the manager call back themselves if need be. But once again, use the scenario. Think about if it's a used vehicle, right? Paul, Kia, these are great people to go to, right? If there's finance questions, they have worries about interest rates, incentives, a finance manager, right, might be the right person. But go to the person that makes the most sense. And you know who's going to be the right personality and position to fit that customer. Next one, we want to make sure that we're just staying with the process, right? First and foremost, we have an amazing step zero, so our energy is good, we're happy, we're okay in ourselves. Make sure that we transfer that positivity to the customer with a great meet and greet, right? Introduce them to this wonderful place. After that, you want to make sure that you build some rapport with them, some common ground, right? Build a relationship based on that. Figure out what are their needs, what are their wants, ask all the right questions in the interview, and then select the vehicle, do a demonstration of it, right? Then you're gonna launch them on a drive, obviously. After that, bring them back and put them on paper. This isn't a question, this isn't an interrogation. Get them on paper. We gotta show everybody numbers today. Simple fact, and we'll sell vehicles. Make sure you're winning your period. Follow up is key. You're doing one of two things, right? We're doing that process we just talked about with the customer, or we're trying to get another customer in front of us. You have a lot to talk about today. We have a lot of customers that's been in this weekend. It's it's our last day of the sale, so there's a lot of reasons to buy. Make sure you're talking about that too. Make sure you're still greeting everybody with the welcome to Hansel Volkswagen. Are you here about our Black Friday sell-a-thon? Also, make sure you talk about all the reasons why today is the best day. It's really, really important that we do this. And win your period. If you're not with that customer, win the period. Make sure you're making your 30, 30, 30, right? Every period you got 30, and set some appointments up for the future, and more importantly, even today. Anyhow, it's the last day. Let's rock it. I really appreciate all you. Have a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye.